My name is Alan Wright. Welcome to the Travel Well with Alan video update. Today, I'd like to talk to you about statistics. What statistics are important for determining where you can safely travel during the pandemic and where can you find those statistics? We all know the top level statistics that are most often bandied around, which are total number of cases and total number of deaths for a country, a state, or even a county. Those are useful for figuring out sort of the overall impact of the pandemic on a region, but they don't tell you anything at all about what's happening currently, which is what you want to know as a traveler. So a better statistic would be current cases or even current deaths. But even that is limited because we know that a big state like New York, which has its act together, is going to still have quite a few current cases and current deaths because of its population size, and it will look worse than a small state that doesn't have its act together. So a better statistic than that would be current cases by population. Two other statistics that are interesting to note are the infection rate, which is that number that hovers around 1 and shows how many new people are being infected from each person that has COVID-19. If that number is above 1, it sort of shows we're losing the battle. If it's below 1, we're winning the battle. So that is important for an area. Another one is the percent positive testing. The point of that statistic is to tell you how adequate the testing is. And that's critical for knowing whether a local jurisdiction, a government, has their act together. If they don't have adequate testing, and it's revealed by a high percent rate, then they probably are not doing a good job controlling things. But in the end, we like to look at current infection cases by population to determine where it seems to be safer to be traveling. Next, you have to find that statistic. You can't find it easily on the CDC website. They have a bunch of data that's very technical, but they focus mostly on those high-level statistics that the press uses and aren't all that useful, really. So there are many other stats out there, but it's very hard to get that current cases by population. One place I have found a good summary of that is called COVID Act Now. That's an independent site. They take 5 different statistics and they combine them together to create a 4-level risk assessment of countries, states, and counties. You can drill down and get that data for your individual county or a county that you're hoping to travel to. Even that site, of course, has its limitations. It does not have full data for all counties, and the data it gets is, of course, dependent on the quality of whatever's being put out by that local jurisdiction. However, it's incumbent on you, potential traveler, to know what's going on in the locations that you're interested to travel to, and this is a pretty good site that I can recommend.